Hey everyone, long time no see. I have been absent from this channel, I know, for like probably a month and a half or something like that. That's just because I've been crazy busy with summer. I've been hanging out with friends, going to see movies, stuff like that. So I've kind of been neglecting YouTube, and I'm sorry for that, but I hope you all can understand. I've just been trying to have fun. My sophomore year is fast approaching. I start the day after Labor Day, and once I start my sophomore year, everything's just kind of going to pick up from sophomore year. I'm going to start doing, like, working, and college is right around the corner, and all this stuff's happening, so I kind of just wanted to take my summer and kind of just have some fun, so I appreciate y'all sticking with me. And now I am here with the first in my two-part series, So You Want to Start Wearing Makeup. This is the middle schooler edition, so what I'm going to be doing in these videos is going through my makeup selection, and I pulled out different items that I think that would be helpful for a middle schooler to wear if they want to start wearing makeup for the first time. And along with each product, I'm going to give you, like, what skin type it's for, tips and tricks for applying it, advice on how to wear it and when and where to wear it. So just kind of things like that. Makeup is not designed to be something that covers up your flaws. It's not designed to be something that changes how you look. It's designed to be something that enhances how you already look. It's supposed to be able to cover up the bad and enhance the good. That's what makeup is for. If you're using makeup just to, like, make your face look different, then you're doing it wrong. I use makeup to cover up blemishes that I don't want anyone to see, but I also use it to bring out the things that I like about myself, which are my eyes and my smile and my eyebrows. So that is what makeup is intended to do, and if you're wearing it for the wrong reasons, just to fit in, or just because everyone else is doing it, or because you think it's going to make you look pretty, just don't, okay? You're already pretty, you're already beautiful, and you don't need makeup to prove that. If you want to start wearing makeup and your parents give it the go-ahead, then go ahead and do that. Just don't cake it on, and don't wear it just to give yourself self-esteem. You should get your self-esteem from other places, not just from how you look, because beauty is fleeting. I started wearing makeup in my 7th and 8th grade years. I kind of split it up a little bit. So I kind of can come from the point of view where, if you're a middle schooler just starting out to wear makeup, I wish I had watched videos like this when I was going into middle school, because I did not know what I was doing. I watched maybe like 3 Juicy Star 07 tutorials and thought that I knew it all. That y'all enjoy. Part 2 is going to be up in a couple days, maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. But it's going to be for high schoolers who want to start wearing makeup. So high schoolers, don't feel left out. The second part of the video is coming soon. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to start off with foundation. I have 3 different types. Well, it's not really foundation, but I have 3 different face products. If you are a middle schooler who has clear skin and not a blemish in sight, please do not wear foundation. Not only is it unnecessary, it will give you the appearance that you're caking it on your face, because if your skin is clear and smooth and there's nothing for the foundation to grab onto, it's gonna make you look like, you're caking it on. And honey, you don't need foundation if your skin is blemish free. I mean, come on, let's just face it, you don't. But if you do have a slight amount, like maybe you just have like a pimple over here and one down here, or you got some dark circles, you can get away without foundation and just use concealer and under eye concealer, and we'll get to that in a second. But if you were like me in 8th grade and you had a face full of pimples, because sometimes girls in 8th grade, they hit puberty, and in puberty, I'm sure most of y'all know, your skin breaks out and all this crazy crap starts happening. So if you have a lot of blemishes on your face, then you might want to start wearing foundation. I have 3 different options for you. The first option is a BB cream, and a BB cream is basically like a light version of a foundation. It's not meant to cover, it's meant to blur, so it's not going to give you the full amount of coverage like I have on my face right now. I'm wearing foundation. It's just going to kind of blur the blemishes while still giving you a fresh-faced and glowing look. And my favorite BB cream personally has been the Maybelline New York Dream Fresh BB cream, which was pretty big a couple of years ago. I really enjoy wearing BB cream in the summer when I'm going to the beach or going swimming, because I don't want to wear a face full of makeup, but I have so many blemishes that I would not feel comfortable going out of the house, where I might see people that I would know without, my face makeup on sometimes. I mean, there are always exceptions, but if you don't feel comfortable going out of the house without something covering your blemishes, but you don't want to be caking on foundation, then BB cream would be a good choice for you. If you're like me and you would much prefer foundation because you like full coverage for whatever reason, I do have two options for you. I'm going to say this anytime you're looking for a foundation because, you know, in middle school, your skin probably tends to break out more, it gets oily more. Your best bet would always be to look for something that's hypoallergenic, which basically means it's not going to clog your pores, it's not going to cause any sort of allergic reaction. It's basically the makeup equivalent of being all natural. The first hypoallergenic foundation I have is for people that have dry or combination skin, and it is the Almay Clear Complexion Makeup with Blemish Heal Technology. I love the Almay brand. While it is expensive, you can get it at a Target, at a Walmart, at a drugstore. It works very well. It covers your face very nicely. It has salicylic acid in it, which will help fight blemishes and will dry them up so that you don't have pimples hanging out on your face longer than I'm sure you would appreciate. So that's always a plus. And this comes in very light shades and very dark shades, so there's a wide spectrum, which is probably good because, you know, I have very dark skin, my sister has very light skin comparatively, so it's very nice. There's a wide range of colors in this line. If you have oily skin or skin that tends to get shiny very quickly, you're going to want to use the something like the Rimmel London Clean Finish Matte Foundation, which looks like this. And this is also hypoallergenic, and this, you can get this at Walmart for about $4, which is not that expensive at all. This is the foundation that I've been using. It keeps my skin perfectly matte, which is not shiny, and I've never had to blot my face or anything while wearing this. It does last a very long time, and it spreads very nicely over your face, so if you do have oily skin, I definitely recommend wearing this as it is. It's also fragrance free, which is a pretty big thing, and I think all my stuff is too. Yeah. So that's for foundation. Applying foundation, instead of using your fingers, I would recommend using a brush for 3 reasons. First of all, if you use a brush and it's flat like this one, this is the kind that I would prefer to use. This is a e.l.f. flat foundation brush. You can get this at Target or online for $1. It spreads foundation over your skin more evenly. So you don't have dark blotch of foundation here and then hardly any up here. You know, it's kind of more evenly spread around, and it takes less time then to even out your whole face. And you know, you don't want to look like you caked it all on one side of your face and the other side has like nothing, because that just looks kind of weird. Then you spread it all over your face evenly. It also takes up less foundation, and you know, because I'm kind of frugal, I like that just because I don't have to spend quite as much money. You can pack it in the little crevices of your nose and just kind of get everywhere you need to for a nice clean finish. And I'm OCD, so I like nice clean finishes. I have 2 under eye concealers and then a general concealer. Like I said in the foundation section, if you are one of the types that has a couple of pimples here and there or some mildly dark circles, you could probably just get away with wearing some concealer or some under eye makeup and you'd be good to go. You would not have to wear anything else. You would not have to wear foundation, which would be amazing. I can't imagine not wearing foundation. Plain concealer is by e.l.f. as well, and you can get this again at Target, and I think you can get it at some drugstores now too and online. And I believe this was this was $1 as well. And it is the Tone Correcting Concealer. It does come in only 3 shades, which could be a detriment, but you can always mix and match with your foundation or do whatever it is you need to do. It has a nice little sponge tip applicator, like so, which enables you to kind of get right there with the pimples. And this is not made to go under your eye because it does have that salicylic acid that dries up the pimples. If you put that under your delicate under eye areas, it's going to sting and it's going to hurt your eyes. So please do not put this under your eyes because bad things will happen. And it does hurt. I've learned sadly from personal experience. This is really good for just kind of correcting some light blemishes that you might have, you know, on your chin or your forehead. Those are always my trouble spots. This is definitely a good concealer that I highly recommend for any beginner or pro even. I mean, I think it's pretty good. A concealer that will do both jobs for under eye and blemishes, and that is the Almay Smart Shade Concealer. And it just comes in this little squeezy tube. And this is also hyperallergenic, which is a big help. This does not have salicylic acid, so if salicylic acid is something that you're looking for, this does not have it, so just be aware of that. This has SPF 15, which is good. Even when it's, you know, the middle of winter, the sun's rays can still harm your skin, even though it doesn't feel like they are. But like I said before, if you have to shake this up, squeeze it out, and then you can put it on your under eyes and also on your blemishes, and it will work just fine, and which is something that I absolutely adore about this concealer. My under eye concealer that I always use is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser, and it looks like this. It has the applicator at the top, just kind of like squeeze it out like so. This works very well if you have super intense dark circles, but also if you have very light dark circles as well, it'll work just as well. If you don't already know this, when you're applying under eye concealer, never use your pointer finger. I always like to use my middle or my ring finger to gently brush it underneath, because your under eye skin is the most delicate place on your face, and if you, ooh, that rhymed. And if you push very hard, it's going to wrinkle the skin, and trust me, when you're like in your 50s, you're not going to want that. It's a very good concealer if you're looking for something to cover up your under eye circles, but this is not a good facial concealer because it is very light, so it won't cover up your blemishes very well, and it will crack and fall off. Again, I have learned from personal experience. Moving on to your face, the last thing I have for your face is pressed powder, which I believe is a necessity if you're going to be wearing foundation, especially just to kind of set it in place so it's not slip sliding all over your face during the day and it doesn't like come off whenever you rub against something. My favorite is from the drugstore. It was only $3, and it is the NYC Smooth Skin Pressed Face Powder, and I got it in the shade Translucent, which is basically just it's not white, but it's close enough. It just kind of is. It looks a bit darker on camera, I apologize, but it's very light. It'll go with pretty much any skin tone. You can just brush it all over your face, and what it kind of does is it sets your face powder, or it sets your foundation in so that it doesn't slide around on your face. You can use to apply your face powder with would be a giant fluffy brush. This one is from BH Cosmetics. I got it as part of a set. But you can pretty much get fluffy brushes like this at Target or Walmart or a drugstore or anywhere, and this is really fun to play with. It's also fuzzy, like it's very soft. But you want something that's like has a large head and that is soft and fluffy, so you can just kind of, you know, mist it all over your face like so. And whenever I'm blending in my my face powder, I always like to go in circles, like this. Except on my forehead, I just like do big brushes because like no one sees my forehead anyways, because I have my bangs that usually like cover down to here. So you know, whatever. I don't really know where to categorize this. So this is blush. When I was in middle school, I tried wearing powdered blush, and it did not go over well at all. I applied it very heavily onto my face because it didn't show up until I put too much on, so I ended up with these big pink blotches all over my face, which did not look attractive or good at all. For middle school beginners, I would recommend a cream blush like Maybelline's Dream Bouncy Blush. Mine is no longer bouncy, but that's what it looks like right there. Depending on your skin tone, you're going to want to choose a different shade. If you have olive or tanned skin like I do, peach is your best bet. If you are pale, pink is your best bet. Sometimes it's just a matter of trial and error until you find the color that's best for you, and you can always ask your mom or your aunt or an older cousin or older sister or, you know, older friend for help, because chances are pretty good they'll know what they're doing. If they have worn makeup for any given length of time, they'll probably know what they're doing. But I do not recommend powder blush for middle schoolers. I recommend cream blush instead, because it's a lot easier to blend and control how much you see what's going on right away, and you see where you're applying it. And I would recommend applying it when you're putting it on. Put some on your pointer finger, or you can use 2 fingers, but put some only on 1 finger, smile, and then dab it right here, and then blend it out like this with both until, and don't blend it out more than to about diagonal from the corner of your eye, the outer corner of your eye. Just blend it out to there and then stop, and that should be all you need. So for eye products, that was the very first thing that I was super excited for when I got to start wearing makeup. I did not get to wear eye makeup until 8th grade. I was wearing face makeup, some of it in 7th grade, just because I had really bad under eye circles. I looked like I got punched and I had a black eye or 2. So that's why I started wearing face makeup. Eye makeup my mom allowed me to wear because I was hanging out with older girls and I wanted to fit in with them. So eye makeup is really exciting to get to wear. There are some cautions, you know, so I'm going to kind of get into that. I don't have the primer with me that I would recommend, but eyeshadow primer is a huge help. It'll make the colors seem more vibrant, and you won't have to use as much product, and it'll help it stay on all day. My favorite eyeshadow primer is Urban Decay's Primer Potion, but it is a little bit steep. It goes at about $35 to $40. If you can't afford that, which I completely understand, e.l.f. has a good eyeshadow primer for $1, and Revlon also has one. I believe it's called Decrease for only $8. So those two are very good buys, and those are very good things to try to check out. But moving on to eyeshadow. If you would like a wide selection of powdered eyeshadows, the Hard Candy, why is this upside down? The Hard Candy Top 10 eyeshadow collection in the shade Naturally Gorgeous might be a good choice for you. You can get this at Walmart. It is, what's the brand? Hard Candy, I think I already said that though. It looks like this. It's a very good set of, the actual palette has 10 different colors that range from, again, very light to very dark, which is a good thing for any skin tone is able to purchase and use these. I personally would recommend using a color such as this for all over your eyelid, and then maybe sweep this by your eyelash line, which is right here, and then put this in your inner eye corner. But that's just for my skin color. You can mix and match depending on your skin tone and your personal tastes. These are all very matte, which means it has no shimmer in it. Then this is a good choice for you. If you like shimmer and you are like me and you want something that will instantly brighten up your face, y'all probably can guess. If you've watched any of my beauty videos, y'all can probably guess what I'm gonna pull out. That's right, the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips, right here. Here it is. This was actually the very first palette that I ever got back when I was allowed to start wearing eye makeup, and I love it to death. It is amazing. You can get this at Ulta. It is hypoallergenic, which is amazing. This eyeshadow is very shimmery, and it only has 5 colors in it, but I definitely think that there are so many possible options you can wear with this, and I definitely don't think you'll be disappointed if you purchase this. It wears very nicely, and I might be biased, but I think this is a very good choice for middle schoolers, given as I started wearing it when I was in middle school. So there are 2 different choices as far as applying eyeshadow goes. The first thing you can do is you can use a sponge tip applicator, which looks like this. These applicators come with a lot of eyeshadows nowadays, but they're not my favorite simply because they tend to absorb more of the eyeshadow than they put on your skin. But they are very good for first timer, or if you're in a pinch you need to just grab one that's inside of your eyeshadow, for instance, and run out the door and apply it on the way to school. That's pretty good. I don't have any qualms with them. They're just not my personal favorite because I've used brushes for so long. Other option is a flat domed shader brush. It's what it is called. It just looks like this. I got this one from Target for $1. It's part of the e.l.f. Cosmetics line as well. This is very good because you can, if this is your eyeshadow palette, you can just take it and pack it on like this, just gently push up against, and then do the same thing. Just push ever so slightly against your eyelid and apply it, and ooh, I got stuff on my hands now. And then there you go, you've got your eyeshadow on. So those are the 2 ways you can apply eyeshadow. Eyeliner for middle schoolers is a tricky thing. Eyeliner can make you look too dolled up if you're not careful, or it can make you look just fine. I would not recommend using black or brown. My personal preference was always a bronzed eyeliner and eyeliner. This is Ulta's Automatic Eyeliner in bronze, and I'm going to try to get the cap off. And basically with eyeliner, all you do is you take along your lash line, your upper lash line, and you just line along there. And bronze is a very good color because it won't stand out too much if you make a blunder. It doesn't have the intensity that black or brown does, but it still lightens the eye and it makes it look very pretty. My favorite mascara for middle schoolers, because it gives your lashes a what's the word I'm looking for, a natural full look, is the Boots Maximum Volume Brown Black Mascara, and it comes in just a simple black tube like so. It keeps your eyelashes looking like they are natural while still giving them maybe a little bit more length or volume than you would normally have. And there's not really much else I could say. I mean, it's mascara. That's about it. Lip color, you know, y'all probably are used to wearing lip gloss or something cute like that, but if you want to be a little bit more not mature, but if you want to like kick it up a notch, you can always try a lip butter like this one from Revlon in the shade Peach Parfait. It's very simple. It's a very standard lip color. You can, hang on, just looks like this. You can wear it with pretty much anything. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, so it kind of appears like a gloss, but it is moisturizing and it goes on more like a lipstick. Another thing that's very moisturizing is the Maybelline Baby Lips. Y'all probably heard a lot of reviews on that, but I have the pink fruit punch flavor, or I guess, yeah. Looks like this. It smells really good. I like the smell of it anyways, and this will add a little bit of pink to your lips while also moisturizing them and giving them a little bit of sheen. That is it for my my first part in my So You Want to Start Wearing Makeup series. I hope you guys enjoyed this very, very long video. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. The second part will be up in a couple of days. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to leave any questions, comments, or concerns in the comment box below, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!